Ultra-high net worth entrepreneurs and their families often have one recurring question when we're talking about life insurance. When we've got so much of everything, why do we need even more? Valid point. They've got abundant cash reserves, hefty investment portfolios, profitable businesses, and what seems like a bottomless pot of gold. Why does a family like that need life insurance? To add another $25 million to the pot? Not really. Let me tell you about Ehsan, a client who had exactly that question and is now purchasing $125 million of life cover split amongst two generations of his family. Ehsan, 43 years old, is the second generation of a family empire. His family values hard work and humility. They built the empire brick by brick. Ehsan didn't grow up with much. He didn't go to the best schools or get driven around in nice cars. Even today, when the family is worth upwards of $650 million, they live a modest existence by those standards. Ehsan bought a life insurance policy from me back in 2020. The life insurance company cleared him for $60 million of life cover back then. He chose, however, to buy only $6 million of cover. His reasons? He already had $25 million of life cover in place, and he didn't see the need to leave his children behind with more. $25 million in addition to their slice of a $650 million family empire is plenty, Ehsan said to me. It is. So then, why are we talking about more life insurance? This isn't a case study with a challenge for us to overcome. It's the other favorite kind for us entrepreneurial folk. It's an opportunity. Today, Ehsan and I are discussing $125 million of universal life insurance coverage, collectively for two generations of the family. The opportunity on the table is this: $125 million of life cover, downsizable, ring-fenced and protected, added to the family pot in return for a $33 million investment. Purchasing this life cover in the form of a universal life insurance policy means that the family can withdraw from the premiums paid into the policy. This sum of money becomes an additional cash lifeline in the event of Ehsan's or his father's death. But like with most opportunities, timing is critical with this one. The policies get more expensive for Ehsan and his dad with every passing day. They also might not be an option on the table at all in the future. Here are the reasons Ehsan is engaging in this conversation today, despite his initial questions about his need for life insurance. Reason number one: age and health affect the price. It's interesting for us to see what the life insurance companies offer Ehsan and his dad. Ehsan's dad, in essence, would be paying $16 million for a $25 million life cover, whereas Ehsan has been offered $100 million cover for just $17 million in premiums. Age and health affect the price of a life insurance policy significantly. If Ehsan's going to buy the policy, then waiting could mean a significant jump in the price for the same product. I don't know about you, but if I would pay 4 times the price for a spare tire tomorrow that I could buy today, I'd move quickly and secure today's price. Reason number 2 for going for the policy today is that age and health affect eligibility. I've seen this repeatedly. Entrepreneurs put off buying life insurance, and then a heart attack or some other unforeseen health condition renders them uninsurable. Reason number 3, a life insurance policy creates a ring-fenced pot of liquidity. No matter how abundant your resources are or how sound your business model is, the future is unknown. Should any unfortunate circumstances hit the family and their finances tomorrow, the premiums paid into a life insurance plan, as well as the payout from the policy, remain ring-fenced, protected, an impenetrable pot of money. Reason number 4, the current day price advantage and return on investment. A $100 million life insurance policy for Ehsan, age 43 and at the peak of his health, costs $17 million. That's approximately a 5.8x return on capital if Ehsan dies. For families like Ehsan's, the first and second generation wealth builders are often concerned about building eternal wealth, legacies that last long after they're gone. One more reason Ehsan and his father were interested in having this conversation is that this is a policy that can be passed down to the next generation. A new feature within a universal life insurance policy: intergenerational transfer of insurance. And I don't mean in the form of a payout to the next generation beneficiaries. That's commonplace with life insurance, of course. This particular feature allows you to change the insured person on the contract. This means that in the future, say 12 years from now, Ehsan is 55, if he wants to transfer his policy onto his son's name, it would be his son that becomes the insured party. How does this make a difference? I'll dive into the workings of intergenerational transfer of insurance in another article. But here's the essence. Ehsan's son, Ahan, can replace his dad as the insured person on the policy in the future. Ehsan starts the policy with a life cover of $100 million at the age of 43 with a one-time cost of $17 million. By the time Ehsan turns 55, the policy value would have potentially grown to an estimated $21 million. At this point, Ehsan can choose to carry out a change of life insured on his policy and transfer it to his son. However, since the premiums for a cover of $100 million for his son at age 25 would only be $9.2 million, the balance amount of $21 million, that is $11.8 million, can be withdrawn from the policy. And that brings me to the end of this case study. I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true, right? But this is it. Life insurance is a skeptically viewed wrap for one of the most lucrative investment plans you will ever come across. The simple construct of it is, Ehsan and his family can add $125 million to the family estate for the price of $33 million. And the best part? It's reversible. If Ehsan feels like they don't need that safety net anymore, at any point in time, the $100 million policy can be downsized all the way down to $2 million with a full refund of overpaid premiums. If you were standing in Ehsan's shoes, the question isn't, why do you need this? If there is the slightest chance that you might need this impenetrable cash lifeline in the future, then the question is, why not?